today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Jacoby Brissett and the Cleveland Browns.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The Ravens at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the option right is Jackson.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 1st down, Drake shoves him away.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Now on first down, Drake again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Drake. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll run with Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Davis,
his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Bringing this crew out, it's someone known for his big arm since he entered the league back in 2016, Jacoby Brissett.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 10 catches, 120 yards even.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Here's Brissett.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
And it's a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball, because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brissett sets to throw it.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Brissett.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Hunt will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Just power
power football there. Down near the goal line, give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
York now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the option, here's Drake. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to Robinson. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. On 1st and goal, Drake. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll run for it with Davis. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Davis with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. An early decision point here, Charles, maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Despite missing 3 games, Nick Chubb still finished 2nd in the league with over 1,200 rushing yards. It was his 3rd 1,000-yard season, and he's never had fewer than 8 touchdowns in a year. Across the NFL, few backs are as easy to count on as Nick Chubb.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. They'll try to throw now. Brissett swings this out for Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Brissett. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
First down, Brissett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Brissett again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Eluding the pressure. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. From the gun, it's Drake. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Jackson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Play fake, Brissett. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Brissett now.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 14. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security.
In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And now Baltimore gets set to...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go up the middle with Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now Brissett. He's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll run the option left. And he'll take this one down to the 36. From the 36, Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Isaac Rochelle with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Browns to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Brissett. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Brissett. They shakes him off. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
On the return, Johnson. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Brissett. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. That's taken in by Duvernay. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd and 1, Jackson forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game is Jacoby Brissett, who's led the way on offense in the first half. His guys lead it at the break as we send you back up to Baltimore and Brandon Gott. Brandon.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A give running right is Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, first down. To throw, Brissett. He's looking deep for Bell. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. To throw again on second down. Brissett. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brissett on 3rd and 2. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Brissett to throw on first. This complete to David Bell. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Again, it's Brissett. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. First and 10, Brissett. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point. Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll throw again. Brissett. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Josh Bynes. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack. Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner? Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense. I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Partner took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it. York able to send this one through, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out. Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On the option, here's Drake. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now Jackson will look to throw it. But he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that will be complete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Ravens. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That time he'd pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the option, here's Drake.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A give to Drake running left. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Up the middle to Davis. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Davis. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
6 yards left on second down.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The York on now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Inside give to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
York now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Ravens offense back out there. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Jackson from the shotgun.
He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here,
they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
They'll get this to Bell. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
1st down, Brissett. Strip, the ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff to Davis.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now Brissett. This is the tight end, Njoku. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett right back to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Into the air once more, it's Brissett. Fighting through pressure. Flush to his right. It's a loss of 14 that time. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down, Davis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Down Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Caught right side, Davis. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mike Davis from 3 yards out. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Brissett. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Browns getting set to go. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Play action now. Brissett. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash? What do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels.
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Cleveland, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon.